She was best known as being Paris Hilton's sidekick, but in reality, I think that girl was on a mission.
She got a taste of that drug. She wanted that power.
You know that you can make $1 million in one day. What does it look like?
Fergie, Diddy, Christina Milian, Ja Rule, of course, Lindsay Lohan. Photos that Paris took of Cameron Diaz and Jared Leto, JC Chasez, Nick Cannon, Michael Jackson.
So guys, we're diving into one of the most sensational stories swirling through Hollywood, where old friendships, high-profile controversies, and shocking revelations collide. Paris Hilton, the socialite who helped define a generation of celebrity culture, is now making headlines again, this time with explosive claims involving none other than Kim Kardashian. Once inseparable and at the center of countless paparazzi moments, Paris is reportedly opening up about their complicated history, including trips to Epstein's Island and the darker sides of their glamorous lifestyle. But this isn't just gossip. It's a story about power, ambition, and the way fame can blur moral lines. As these allegations surface, questions are flying. Who's telling the truth? Who's spinning the story? And why are these revelations coming out now? Stick around as we unpack every detail with insight, a touch of humor, and a fair look at both sides. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the latest updates and deep dives into Hollywood's most jaw-dropping stories.
Elaine said, "Oh my God, who's that?" And my friend said, "Yeah, she's called Paris Hilton." And Ghislaine said, "Oh, God, she'd be perfect for Jeffrey. Could you introduce?"
Very often there'd be this beautiful dark-haired girl in the background trying to get in the shot.
Was that Kim Kardashian? Yeah, she was Paris's friend, her stylist, and her assistant, and they were often seen together.
Anytime, there was cameras needed, Paris would basically tell Kim Kardashian to text.
In reality, I think that girl...
Yes, you heard that right. The fallout from the latest Epstein document release didn't just shake the internet. It practically detonated entire corners of Hollywood discourse. And the best part? The situation didn't spiral because of small details or vague hints. It escalated because those documents included names, overlapping timelines, and travel links that sent people scrambling to understand who might have crossed paths with whom. Conversations that had been simmering for years suddenly erupted when Paris Hilton's name came up in that context, especially considering the long-standing rumors about her family's close ties to certain elite circles. However, despite all of that noise, the changes in public opinion weren't entirely foreseeable. The narrative's abrupt shift from more general systemic issues to personal scrutiny, which seemed to focus almost exclusively on Paris while ignoring Kim Kardashian and other members of the same social milieu, was what really heightened the conversation. Many more onlookers started to wonder why one individual seemed to be bearing the weight of rumors, while others, who also grew up traversing the same high society networks, were hardly addressed. According to insiders, Paris was pushed to the brink by this imbalance, which fueled her annoyance at how selective anger can skew the larger picture. It's crucial to keep in mind that she and Kim were both very young when they initially entered those settings, long before most people had a complete understanding of the dynamics of influence, power, and manipulation that were subsequently revealed in investigations and documentaries like Surviving Jeffrey Epstein. As a result, when fresh debates surfaced indicating that there were still unresolved issues, fresh allegations, and fresh calls for openness from victims pursuing justice, the public discourse once more veered, this time comparing how differently these two former friends have been viewed. And whether viewers agree with the framing or not, it's clear the tension didn't appear out of thin air. It came straight from years of complicated history, uneven pressure, and the kind of public scrutiny that tends to latch onto one figure while letting others sidestep the spotlight entirely. Now, before we go deeper into how this dynamic shaped everything that followed, take a look at this.
Incredibly rich, incredibly famous, but the sex tape is rearing its head again. Yes, and it has now caused more legal strife between herself and her state partner, Ray J.
Yes, you heard that right. And the best part? The tangled web of Hollywood's glitzy veneer and dark undercurrents just keeps getting messier, and it all comes down to a careful balancing act between influence, ambition, and survival. Examine the power dynamics that emerge when youthful celebrities move through elite circles. Despite her public denial that she ever knew Ghislaine Maxwell, Paris Hilton has established ties to a number of Epstein's acquaintances, including renowned photographer Rachel Chandler. It's noteworthy that Paris's state, in which she was frequently drunken or under the influence, probably restricted her agency over a large portion of this time, making it difficult for her to regulate what happened during Epstein's parties. Although Kim Kardashian's early career path was closely linked to Paris, her goals were clearly high. From the start, Kim presented herself as more than just a stylist. Under the influence of her own complex personal dynamics, she doggedly followed Paris, navigating her way into the company of her famous pals. In contrast to Paris, Kim painstakingly planned her rise under the direction of her mother, Kris, carefully recording her interactions with Ray J, obtaining NDAS, and selecting every angle to enhance her public image. Because of her methodical approach, she seldom turned down invites, even in situations that were morally and legally risky, such as Epstein's gatherings. Now that the past has come to light, Kim has quickly changed course and is actively using legal action to defend her reputation. She specifically targeted Ray J when he mentioned federal investigations that were purportedly linked to Epstein. As the layers of ambition, deceit, and secrecy blend together, Paris, who has been under constant scrutiny due to allegations that she guided younger celebrities into the same party circuits she was a part of, watches. According to insider reports, Kim may have facilitated meetings for other prominent people in ways that echoed the sinister overtones of those social networks by imitating patterns she saw in Paris's group. A picture of deliberate damage control is painted by reports of asset adjustments, destroyed information, and calculated account closures, including actions connected to the alleged church run by Kim and Kris. Ray J's countersuit, which questioned Kim's contractual responsibilities and framed her actions as a PR ploy, only served to heighten rumors about potential Epstein connections. Given that Paris has now made her knowledge public, Kim might have to deal with legal wrangling once more, this time against a person she is less able to coerce. Kim is apparently strengthening her defenses, despite juggling her responsibilities as a mother, business mogul, and law student. She is well aware that the Epstein situation is a ticking time bomb. Paradoxically, the FBI investigation is still ongoing in a covert manner, which is far more worrisome than public scrutiny. When federal investigations remain silent, it frequently indicates deep, unresolved pressure points. The focus and momentum are drastically changed by Paris's choice to assist investigators, exposing Kim's tactics to a degree of accountability that she has long been able to evade. The ties of influence and secrecy in Hollywood are constantly shifting, and even the most calculated moves can be disrupted by a single revelation. Kim's silence in the face of Paris's disclosures highlights just how delicate these high-stakes dynamics are, where a single piece of evidence, be it a message, a photo, or a flight log, can change everything. It's a reminder that fame, strategy, and ambition exist alongside scrutiny and accountability, and that no one, no matter how powerful, is entirely untouchable. If you've enjoyed peeling back the layers of this story with us, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the channel. You won't want to miss the next deep dive into Hollywood's most intriguing mysteries.